Good morning, Florida. We're going to take a look today at what a day in the life is like for me with my three girls. I've got two 3-year-olds and one 50-year-old teenager. We start out every morning, as you see here, doing exactly what you see here. All three of them are sleeping, and I'll show you a little better view just a moment. We'll get up and take a close look at Bailey. Her nickname has become Espresso because she is about 100 miles an hour when she's up and 0 when she's down, just like Carol. So let's take a close look at Bailey. You can see those eyes are shut and she's kind of halfway between awake and asleep. She's aware of my presence, but really doesn't want to smile for the camera. Coco just doesn't give a damn. She's not going to wake her up until you get her up. Every morning starts out with coffee around here, and it's not just us, it's coffee all the way around. You'll see a little better here in a minute. That bowl is Carol's bowl for the puppy dogs, and as you can see, they're pretty much ready for their coffee this morning. Now we'll go out and get on the porch, show you exactly what I'm talking about. Of course, that is Carol, the older teenager, and as you can see, Bailey attacks the coffee. Coco pretty much waits her time. Pretty relaxed about drinking it, but nonetheless she likes it too. Give you a little better view here, and you can tell by the way Coco drinks coffee, kind of like a lady would. And Bailey, just the opposite. You'll see here in just a minute what I'm talking about. They're actually pretty good about sharing. Most dogs fight over this kind of thing, but Dobermans are a little bit different than most dogs. You just have to own one for a while to see. Every morning, they're kind of a ritual with us. Carol and I sit out here and drink coffee in the morning, and our puppy dogs take turns about sitting next to Carol. As you can see, Coco has a unique way of propping her butt on the sofa and standing up. And believe it or not, that's not a trick. She does that pretty frequently. And sometimes it's kind of fun just to watch dogs being dogs. And they're not really going to be doing anything here. But we get a kick out of them. Thought maybe you'd enjoy taking a look. So here you are. Now, Bailey just heard the swimming pool pump. The little suction thing kind of came up to the top, and she has to go make sure that it doesn't crawl out of the pool because it doesn't belong out of the pool. Coco assumes her spot, as you see, and that'll go on for quite a while this morning. As long as we want to sit out there with them, they'll just enjoy the morning. What you should know, it's December in Florida, and I think it's like 68 or 69 degrees out there, the sun shining. Absolute perfect weather. That starts for us in about late September and goes all the way on through January. And in February, out of the 4 weeks, we'll have 8 or 10 days that are kind of questionable, maybe rainy, cloudy. Other than that, it's just Florida. That's why everybody lives here. It's just beautiful. And we'll go over now. You see Coco's got up, which will be kind of interesting here in a minute, because sometimes when Coco gets the hint that there isn't anything to eat and there's no more coffee, well, when the weather's like it is today, she just kind of disappears on us, and I'll show you where she goes here in just a minute. But Bailey, what you can't see is Carol earlier filled up the bird feeders and the squirrel feeders, and Bailey's watching for the squirrels to come down out of the trees. When they do, she'll have to go out there and give them a little bit of hell. She's not going to hurt them, wouldn't catch one, wouldn't even know what to do with it if she did. But that's our backyard, what it looks like where I live, and as you can see, the weather's kind of nice. I think Bailey's gonna, I think what Bailey does is get up every morning. She's a rescue dog. First year of her life wasn't very pretty, and she was nearly dead when we gave her a home. She had the advanced stage of heartworms, and they were about 45 minutes from putting her to sleep when Carol went out to the shelter and Said, nope, not this one. We're going to find her a home. And we did. We found her our home. As you can see, I think she wakes up every morning, pinches herself, wanting to know if this can really be real or not. She is without a doubt the most appreciative dog I have ever seen in my life. She just, she doesn't want to go outside. She just wants to stay right in here with us all day. She's made the best little pet you could ever have. And as I mentioned earlier, if you notice, Coco's kind of left the scene of the crime. So what we'll do, let's go see if we can find Coco, because I got a good idea. I know right where she is. First time I saw this, I thought she'd fell over dead. But occasionally when the weather's perfect and the morning's kind of drug on, Coco just goes outside and lays down and takes a nap. Okay, what you're going to see here is a 4x4 garden. It's got 16 squares inside it. Got this idea off the internet, and I'll be damned if it doesn't work. Those 4 tomato plants there have got various types of tomatoes. Those are the bigger ones. And they are going to be enough tomatoes on this darn thing to feed us and a neighbor on each side of us for the entire winter. That's our winter garden. Over here on this side, what you see there is collard greens, mustard greens, and kale. And those plants right there were trimmed right to the stalk 3 days ago. And as you can see, they're already back out. And that'll be all the greens that we can possibly eat, and maybe more too. Now, Carol eats a lot of greens. It's stable in her diet. I'm kind of warming up to the idea, but taking a boy from Tennessee a little getting used to. Anyway, there's just another shot of the tomatoes that are just coming out. Those are going to be really delicious. All organic. And I'll give you one more look at our backyard, just so you know where I am and where we're coming to from. So come on down to Florida. You'd love it.